And KT,
I am Queen Marcy.
And I am the Chic Chick.
and we are the Shift
Shift
Radio,
Radio
Show.
Show.
Of course, you know you got it locked right here on Atlanta's #1 streaming station, Hip Hop 95, and we about to get this thing going. Of course, we rock every Saturday from 12 to 2, talking about social issues, economic issues, and your community awareness. So we're going to get right into things because we got a lot to talk about today. And then we are going to open up the phone lines. So go ahead and get the number ready. It's 818-860-9223. Again, 818-860-9223. If you still couldn't get it, go to Instagram at ATL Shift and pull up the page, and the phone number is listed in the bio. Let's get to it, people. So, Joe Biden has been getting a ton of hate from the black community. Some comparing him to Donald Trump, or saying that he may even be worse than Donald Trump. I don't know if that's possible, but that's where we starting at today. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't think he could get any worse than Donald Trump. You know, it's time to get Donald Trump up out of here. I don't think it could get any worse.
My sentiments.
Exactly. I mean, we don't really have too much choice. We ain't got but two.
You know, in my logical brain, that's what I say. But I've noticed that people are like really going in, and people with large platforms, 500,000 people, 1 million people, and they're going in like, oh, well, he's locked up as many black people as this, or he's done that, and he this, he that. So it makes me wonder, okay, so are you saying that you're going to vote for Trump? Like, what are you saying?
Right.
And what are you telling your followers? Then I see some of them that are just saying stuff like, it don't matter anyway, politics is for suckers.
I've seen that also.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, you definitely can say what you want on your page, but when you have influence over people that will listen and possibly follow what you're saying, so we got all of these social organizations, My Vote is Hip Hop, and a ton more that are out there trying to get people to register to vote so that we could make these small changes in our local community. Now you got people that's just telling people, you know what, it don't matter, they're gonna do crooked stuff anyway, you might as well just let them do whatever they're gonna do. Like,
Yeah, and that basically, you know, trumps everything that we are trying to do. Every time it's like taking a step forward and then taking a step back. You know, if you are telling people, you know, of course we only have the two candidates, so we all know that. But the fact is that we have, you know, just because we have those two candidates, that doesn't mean that you don't vote. Because if you know what we've been through, if you feel a concern about how Trump has been running the country, then the only thing you can do is kind of go with with Biden.
and try to hope that we can demand some change. But you know, I would think that would be logical. But their argument is it's not going to matter anyway. And then some of them are like, you know, they just need to run us our reparations, and then that's it. Well, you think if we elect Trump again for 4 more years that anybody's getting reparations around here?
No,
Like,
Absolutely not.
Let's be for real. You know, like that's definitely not going to happen.
exactly.
But it's, to me, you can't say politics are for the suckers and at the same time say run you your reparations. That's part of politics.
Exactly.
So-
I mean, we gotta vote because this is the thing. If you say, okay, well, I don't like neither one of them, and you just don't vote, then your vote, you know, when they say it does matter, it does count. Because if you think about it, if the number of people don't vote for Biden, you know, that don't want Trump in there, then he's going to end up winning because we want to have less votes.
No, and it all goes back to how Trump got in office in the first place.
Exactly.
It's because people didn't go out and vote.
Exactly.
Correct. You know, we talked about those stats before, just in places like Miami, where they just show a half a million black people that were eligible to vote and not vote.
Yeah, you can't say anything. You know, if he got back in there for a second, for another term, you know, and then stuff started going crazy again. What you gonna do then?
It ain't no start going. Stuff been going crazy. You know, it just continues to enhance itself
And it continues to go
every
downhill.
other day. Yeah, like it's like, yo, what else can happen? You know, it's like at this point, nothing really surprises me anymore.
Yeah.
Anything I read on there, I'm like, You
Exactly.
know, it's like I'm no longer surprised by anything. I'm like,
Me
okay,
neither.
you
For
know.
real.
So, to add to it, right now, Miss Senator Kamala Harris has been selected as vice president candidate on the ticket for Biden, right? So, first of all, let's just, before anybody has anything to say,
Right.
let's just say congratulations.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Kamala Harris.
Regardless to how you feel about her, whether you think she's black or whatever,
Right.
she still made an accomplishment as a woman of
Exactly.
color, whatever color she is, because she's certainly not white, right?
Right.
So that I think just deserves a congratulations
It
because
does.
it's hard to get there, period. But
Yeah.
I could just imagine being a woman of color
Right.
trying to get to this space where you get to this national platform.
Exactly.
So I say
Yes,
congratulations
Me
to
being
her.
a woman of color, I was very proud. I was very excited to
Definitely.
see
Absolutely.
her accomplish becoming vice president.
Absolutely,
Definitely.
absolutely. And she's also my wife's sorority sister. She's a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority.
Wow, okay.
She pledged at Howard University. So, other information. I don't know many white women. There are some that
Yeah.
do actually do pledge, but there's not
Yeah.
that many white women that actually go and join the black sorority. But hey, whatever, right? So, what is being said? Of course, we released this. And black community starts to troll, right? Instead of saying congratulations, it is questioning her blackness,
It's crazy.
disrespecting her work. So, she's been locking black men up. She was a district attorney, a prosecutor.
That was her job.
Yeah,
That
if
was her
you
job,
committed a
exactly.
crime, you're going to be presented before her. She has to lock you up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you told me that she was locking up innocent black men,
Right.
we would have a different conversation.
Yeah.
But if I'm the criminal prosecutor, you're bringing me criminals,
Right.
I can't let them go.
No, there's going to be a consequence to your behavior and for you breaking the law.
Right. So, but these are the jabs that I've seen them tearing into her for that. Of course, saying I've seen some birth certificate posted is saying that she's Caucasian. Her parents put down Caucasian. Then I seen them saying she's of Indian descent, so she's not black. Whatever. It sounds very familiar. Do you remember a gentleman by the name of Barack Obama?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trying to tear him down.
They tried to tear him down before we could even try to, even be excited about having a black candidate.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, can we celebrate this woman of color that's had a milestone?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Very major accomplishment.
Yeah. So if it's some stuff that we need to work on, then we work on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big fan of Keisha Bottoms, but I'm not going to go on to some platform and try to tear her down. We're going to have in-house conversations amongst the black community.
Exactly.
But when we all together, we're going to agree to disagree.
Right.
And we gonna stand by Keisha Bottoms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a certain way to do things. You know,
Exactly.
I don't know that you can just go in on her. You know, like that.
Yeah, I mean, even like with that, tearing her down and trying to depict her where she's from, what nationality that is. You know, how is that going to change anything? Like, how is she gonna change her ethnicity? Like, what is that gonna do? How is that gonna have any effect on what she's trying to accomplish for the country? Has nothing to do with it. So people are worrying about the wrong things.
But anyway,
Focusing.
she's not running for president. She's running for
No.
vice president.
Vice
And have
president.
we ever seen any other vice president get bashed like this
No.
in the past?
That
No.
was and that's the next question. It was like, so when have we ever seen this much focus on a vice presidential candidate?
Yeah.
I've never seen a vice president be focused on like this.
Exactly.
And you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the way the black community treats its own black businesses.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
agree.
alienated, separated. Something special has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be torn down. And I see this with this black candidate from its own community, right? The white people haven't had to say anything. They haven't even had to slander her
Right.
because we're doing it enough.
we're doing it
We're
ourselves.
doing it enough on our own.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of being celebrating and helping, and then saying, yo, there's some things that we want to talk about. These are some concerns that the black community has. Like these are the changes that we want to see, because now we're trying to get somebody in office. We just slander,
which is not right at all.
Craziness. So yeah, that's what made me think of like this comparison amongst the black businesses. So now we have Joe Biden and we have Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Both having separate hate campaigns,
Right.
jumping on one ticket.
Exactly. and you know what's so crazy? Because they haven't even gotten into office yet, and they're trying to tear them down. They're just a candidate, right? But you got Trump, our current president, that's doing wild stuff all the time and can get away with anything, and no one does none of this.
He says something racist every week.
Yeah, and no one does none of this. No one tries to go and do hate, not say you gotta hate, but not out here really making it a big deal.
It's no smear. It's no smear campaign. So let's just say, they're not perfect, right?
Right.
Okay.
No.
So either way, what are your options? Are you telling me that you're about to vote for Trump? Like, what are you saying when you go on your page and try to smear their name?
Right.
Like, what is that
really saying?
I know I've seen a lot of people saying they already know what Trump is about, and he's already shown his colors, so they're just gonna stick with him, which I don't agree with.
They need to pick a side for real, because we ain't got but two sides. We gotta pick sides.
I mean, I don't really know how you could be a black person, and I mean, I guess you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I don't really know how you could see what he says and does, and consciously say, "I'm going to pick him."
Yeah, I don't see that either.
I just I really don't get it. So we're gonna take a call when we come back, but we got people saying, Kanye West, right?
Oh boy.
It's supposed to be a possible
Right.
presidential candidate. And you have actual celebrities that are actually making statements saying they're going to vote for him. Are you going to vote for him or not? We'll talk about that when we come back. Atlanta's #1 streaming hip hop station, Hip Hop 95.